Day 1, 0 hour. This is a 4-day inland solo survival trip. It's 7 a.m. I'm headed into a property. It's 85 acres. We're gonna see if we can't survive out here for 4 days. There's some bad storms inbound for the next 2 days. So I've got to find a location I can set up camp that's safe from thunderstorms, hail, and tornadoes. Is there even such a place? But I'm out here alone, and I'm gonna spend the next 4 days out here trying to see if I can't find my own food and water. I think we'll do all right. First order of business, find us a good camping spot. Now, I did bring a tent for 2 reasons. Number 1, the storms, and number 2, venomous snakes. We're in East Texas, and there's plenty of those around. I'll tell you a story though. When I was young, I went camping in a tent with a buddy down at the lake during the middle of a Texas July summer. Well, about 3 o'clock in the morning, we weren't sleeping, we were burning up. We decided to go back to the house. Well, we got up at 7, went back to the tent, and my buddy had accidentally left the tent open. The zipper unzipped. Unzipped about an inch. And a water moccasin got in there. Luckily, we weren't in it. But we had to get that snake out of there. And my buddy said, "Don't tear up my tent trying to get this snake out." Well, we ended up not getting it out. It became aggressive, and so we tried to kill it, and we ended up destroying that tent. Man, this grass is really high out here. There's a lot of buzzards flying around right in this area. There must be something dead. Something must have something killed. Yeah, look how tall this grass is. I do have, man, thorns. I do have a rifle with me for protection. There are a lot of hogs out here. There's also plenty of bobcats and coyotes. And my friend, whose property I'm on, has stated that if I see any of those, this survival trip is going to turn into a hunting trip. But this place is pretty overgrown. The mosquitoes are terrible. I've been absolutely swarmed since I got out of the car. And this tall grass is wet from the rains last night, so I can already feel my legs are wet. Feel like I should have brought my gaiters. Whew. Man, these bugs are terrible. I'm gonna have to get out my bug net. And this looks like it could be a good location for a campsite. Whew. All right, I've made it back into these woods a little bit. I think I found a pretty good spot for a campsite. I'm gonna keep looking around though. Let me show you around real quick. All right, here's a nice little flat spot right in here. No dead trees up ahead of us. But let's keep looking around. I'm gonna go ahead and set my bag down here. I think I'm at a pretty good location for a campsite. I just need to look around the vicinity really quickly. I'm gonna take my backpack off real quick so I can move a little faster, a little quicker, a little easier. Alright, man, these dang mosquitoes are terrible. I'm gonna have to do something about that. Alright, that right there is a hog wallow. After these rains and these puddles form, these hogs like to get in them and cover themselves in mud. Wonder if we'll see any of those hogs out here. Check out this giant pig over across the street from me, eating out in this meadow. He's 300 yards from me, and when I spotted him, I thought he was a cow. He's probably a good 250. Look how far away he is. Man, I wish he was over here. We'd be having breakfast on our first day. Oh well, we got other stuff to do. Alright, it's drizzling now, which is nice. Keeps me cool. It is humid as hell out here. I'm already pouring sweat. I have got to make it a main priority to get some water. Then I have to find a way to filter it, boil it, sterilize it before I can drink it. The ground is pretty wet out here. The grass is up to my knees and thighs, and it's wet, so it's getting all over my pants. My pants are wet. I can feel my feet wet. And I think this is going to be a little bit tougher than I expected. The mosquitoes are pretty bad already. They're all over me. We're getting it going though. I brought my rifle with me just for protection, but I brought my little AR-22 to hunt with. We're going to try to see if we can't find some squirrels and rabbits. Rabbits don't have a season, they're year round. It's open season for them. Squirrels, I checked the regulations. In Texas, squirrel season goes from August 1st of one year, from September 1st of one year to August 1st of the next year, except for East Texas. East Texas squirrel season is September 1st to October 31st or something like that. But they also have a spring season, May 1st, where'd I go? May 1st through May 31st. Oh, there's them thorns. So, it's May 18th. So I'm right in the middle of that season. So we can kill some squirrels as well. Let's go. All right, I've made it back from the truck with my second load, which is all my camera equipment, a couple little odds and ends, and a little 22 that I'm going to use to hunt out here. I'm going to go for small game, birds, rabbits, squirrels. I've also brought some fishing gear, some fishing line and hooks. It's the wet season out here in Texas, so I'm gonna try to see if I can't dig up some worms and set up some lines in the creeks or something. I'm not too particularly sure that I'm gonna catch anything in these creeks. I think I'm gonna have to rely on hunting, but we can set up the fishing stuff and let it do its thing. We don't have to sit there and watch it. We can set it and forget it. Then we can come back and check it every so often. We'll hunt the mornings and the evenings. During the middle of the day, we'll be doing things like procuring water, filtering, sterilizing, boiling, whatever we got to do to it. We got to keep hydrated out here. I'm already pouring sweat. The mosquitoes are just absolutely terrible. They've swarmed me since I stepped out of the truck. And I mean, they're all over everything. They're all over my bag and rifle right now. I don't even know what they're doing. They probably smell me. But I do have my thermocell on me. I had to have it, at least for right now. Once I get a camp set up and get all my gear organized, I do have bug nets and stuff. I don't want to use the thermocell. Try not to use it as much as possible, but man, out here in East Texas during this time of year, the bugs will carry you away. But I've got to get moving. I got to find me a good location. I'll probably go a little bit further back. There's a creek that runs right back through here. It's more wooded back there, so I think the ground's going to be a little bit better for setting up a camp. I checked out this area, but there's a lot of poison ivy, poison oak. There's some on the tree right there. I think if I get further in the woods, there'll be less ground cover, less vegetation. But we got 4 days. We're gonna take it just a day at a time, a minute at a time. Do what we need to do to make it through the moment. Now the thing about survival is you wanna try to not expend too much energy. You know, you want to conserve all your energy. You want to do as little as possible. But we've got to do a lot of work on this first day. That way the other 3 days go smooth. So I'm gonna go walk around and see if I can't find a better location just a little bit deeper in the woods. All right, I've looked around quite a bit. This seems to be the best area to camp. It's starting to rain now and I need to get my tent set up, so that's what we're going to do. I got to get this area right here kind of cleaned up. This is where my tent's going to go, right here. So I'm going to clean up the ground, get ready to get it set up, get all my gear organized so I can start surviving, okay? We got to survive. I'm gonna get after it. All right, now that I've got camp set up, I'm gonna get out and see if I can't make a rainwater catch system, because I really need some water. I'm dying of thirst. I got everything ready to go. I still need to organize my gear, but I can't do it in the rain, so I'm just gonna do what I can while I can. Let's go collect some rainwater. Get out of here. So my feet are soaking wet. I'm gonna have to see if I can't get them dry. We can't let them stay wet. The First 2 hours of this 4-day solo survival trip sure have started rough. It's poured rain on me the whole time. My feet got soaking wet hiking to a spot to set up camp. It rained on me the whole time while I was setting up camp. All of my gear is soaking wet. My feet are wet. My clothes are wet. I'm wet. Everything's wet. But we're staying positive. After I got my tent set up, I crawled in it, started to get myself dried off and thinking about what I needed to do. And the first thing I've done, besides setting up my tent, is set up a rainwater collection system. I set a 9 by 12 foot tarp out in the grass with the low spot in the center to collect as much rain as possible while I've got it. I don't know how much rain I will collect because by the time I got it out there, the rain started to subside. So we'll see here in just a little bit. And I may just leave it up for the rest of the morning. Seems like it's starting to rain again, so it's kind of a good thing. Another good thing about the rain is it's bringing in some cooler weather. Now it started out about 82 degrees this morning and super humid. And as soon as I stepped out of the truck, I was swarmed by mosquitoes. But since the rains, I can tell it's cooling down a lot. It's cooled down about 7 degrees so far. We went from 82 to 75 right now. The mosquitoes have pretty much gone away. I've got to dry out my boots, my insoles, and my socks. I've got my socks hanging up right now. I've got my insoles separated from my boots. I'm not real sure how well my boots are going to dry. Hopefully once the rain passes I can set them out in some sunlight. But I've got my tent set up. I've got a little sleeping pad aired up here. I don't have a pillow or blanket. I decided not to bring those. But I did want the pad. I did want the tent. I knew it was going to be raining. And there are venomous snakes out here, so I want to stay away from those. I did bring a little bit of water, but very minimal. Just enough to get me through the first couple of hours out here. Then it's all whatever I can find and collect. I'll probably sit in the tent for just a little while longer, even if it is still raining. I need to get out and do stuff before I get too hungry. And then once I get everything set up and organized today, this afternoon, I'm going to try to get out with some fishing line, and I'm going to take my little 22 rifle and do some hunting while my fishing lines are doing their thing. Rough start so far though, but it's going to get better. We're going to make it better. We're going to stay positive. We're going to get all our work done that we need to keep ourselves stable in this environment. So we're going to be hunting rabbits, squirrels, snakes, birds. We're going to be fishing for whatever we can find. I'm not very positive that we'll catch anything fishing wise, but it's something I can set up and it can fish for me. You know, I can set up a line, throw it out in the water, and I can walk away, come back, check it in a little bit. Just going to wait for my feet to dry a little bit more before I make a plan. Let's go check our rainwater collection system and see how much rain we've got. Got a tarp set up over here. Right out in the middle of this field. It looks like we've got some puddles here. careful because there's some thorns right here. Big thorns. All right. What do we got there? We got 28 ounces in here, and there's still probably another 28 in there. I'm gonna spread this back out, let it do its thing. It's a little dirty, but that's nice. I like to see that. All right, we got to get back to the tent. It's starting to rain again. All right. Yes. I love being able to get water with little effort and it already be pretty much clean. Could probably drink it straight from here, but I'm not gonna. I'll probably get my straw and filter it through it. I need something to drink. I'm thirsty. Got it. Life straw. Oh man, I'm so thirsty. Got a slight headache right now. Oh, and here's a lesson for you. If you set your bottle down, make sure you close your lid. I've been on hunting trips where every bit of water I took spilt out because I didn't secure my lid and set it down to do something else real quick. When I look back, my bottle had turned over. All right, here we go. Ugh. Tastes a little funny. Oh, but it's good. Let me get this stuff back in the tent. It's starting to rain again. All right, it's 11:30. The rains have stopped. I'm hungry, and I need to see if I can find me some food. I'm gonna take the little 22 here and go scout around, see what I can find. Here in East Texas, we have a lot of wild blackberries, wild onions and such. So I'm going to be doing some foraging as well as hunting. So I need to be on the lookout up and down. All right, within just a couple of minutes, I was able to get some blackberries. Bon appetit. Oh yeah, that's done. First piece right there.